Alright, quick update on my Q&A. I will be doing that very soon, but I'm just polishing it up, make it look fancy. But for now, I'm just going to be doing this video right here because this video just really made me mad. It's called TikTok Debate. Do women really need men? It's like the equivalent of me saying, do men need women? But of course, man needs woman and woman needs man. And it's also the same thing as saying, do humans need to eat if we can just drink? Because that sounds absurd, and it is absurd because woman needs man and man needs woman. It's not that really hard to say. So let's take a dive into this video.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless.
You do realize that men fought for your country. They fought for your country. I'm not sure where you're from, but they did fight for your country. They fight in brutal wars, battles, and other things. I know women also participated in the war, but they didn't necessarily do combats or kill other men. No, it was men. I'm not saying that women were useless in the war, but I'm saying that men also fought for your country, and men today serve for your country as well. They may not fight in a war or anything, but they also serve your country by doing constructions and other things as well, not just being useless and sitting on their phones and making TikToks saying that women are useless.
I mean, love it. And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men.
So are you implying that all men who are straight are just harmful, they want to take control of the woman and they just want to do the deed all the time? No, that's not. Oh my gosh. If that was the case, then I guarantee you there will be like a battle right now. And just because a man is gay, that doesn't mean that they can't harm you in any way. Just because they have a preference for the male, that doesn't mean that they can't harm you or they won't harm you. No, I'm pretty sure a gay man can harm anyone just as a woman that's lesbian can harm anyone as well.
But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like
He
my
is.
husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Really?
Even the host is flabbergasted because that is just straight cap. Sure, maybe if he was like handicapped and he's blind and deaf, then of course he needs help, but like, dude, you do realize that men aren't just this dumb thinking apes. No, we're not animals. We're not these non-sentient beings. We can think. We can have a job. I'm not saying that all men are useful, but I'm just saying that men can be useful in any way. And just like women can be useful in any way, that doesn't mean that men are just stinky animals that, they're just pests, We have to take care of them. They're like our pets. I guarantee you the husband, after watching this, will give her the good old knuckle sandwich. Okay, that's not cool, but she kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
How about you
No.
guys? But I feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. No, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he
Still
throws
no.
out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my-
does in
But
my
wait a
house.
second. I know what you're going to say, but wait. She's really talking about a servant, let's face it.
Okay, this clip made me mad because there's this one girl that's saying, no, men can't do that. No, men aren't capable of doing this. No. Like, oh my gosh. I really hope that the husband of that woman, or even if she doesn't have a husband, that no one is gonna date her. Unless it's a girl, of course, because she's a feminist probably. And it's just disgusting that these women think that men aren't capable of doing, housework, Like, I do the garbage, I do the laundry, and I clean the floor. I also do a lot of things around the house. But to women saying that men can't do this, it's like you guys are downplaying the next generation. Could you imagine a young boy seeing this and then thinking to himself, man, I'm useless. I can't do any of this. That would just be disheartening to hear that a boy that's probably young seeing this and saying that women are talking down on them. It's just going to be bad. It's just a bad rap, guys.
No,
It's a handyman she's talking
no,
about.
it's a handy manny.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week, and
Good for you guys.
and then the rest of the time I need a wife, because I've always said that.
Everyone needs a wife.
No, I tease Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like,
Okay, I have a question. If you take out the man in this situation, let's say you guys split up, okay? And then you're the one in the house. How do you expect to do the lawn mowing or the construction just in case if something breaks or anything that has that men usually are capable of doing, like maybe something as to building? Could you imagine if you take out the man and then you are adding more stress into your housework? Because men, we do a lot of things, like we build the things, we repair things, we do a lot of things. But if the woman is just the one in the house, then how are they able to do all this stuff? I'm not saying that women aren't capable of doing those stuff or that women aren't capable of doing manly things. I'm just saying that if you take out the man in this situation, then you're going to have a lot more stress.
we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom.
I mean, sure that women get along more with women and men can get along more with men, but still though, just because you're more talkative and you're more happy with this same gender, that doesn't mean that you guys can just achieve the same goals together altogether. I mean, sure that you guys can do a lot of things together, but what if you guys have to do something that you can't really do? Like, let's say for repair. Then what do? You get a repair woman? And what if you want to order pizza? You get a pizza woman? It's just that it kind of seems like you guys just want to cut off men from the rest of this world. And you have a son. So could you imagine your son seeing this show or this clip and thinking to himself, man, my mom is the worst because she thinks that men are all useless? And not to mention that, do you think your son is useless? Do you think he's going to grow up to be useless? Like, just the audacity to think that she thinks that her husband is useless or men are useless in general.
And I didn't know what he meant. And he's like, he said, Genevieve has a spare mom. And I realized the parents
that,
were
a
divorced.
nanny?
No, divorced. An extra mom,
stepmom.
like 2 moms.
Oh.
And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad, and you could, you know, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took this.
Okay, so just because he asked for a spare mom, does that mean he only thinks that women are the better option or that men are useless? Like, oh my goodness, Yari.
Totally differently in how I prepped because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying
back.
what needs to be
Of course,
said
yes.
in my party, it's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
So if your husband divorces you, does that mean that he's going to be a useless man now? Because that's just stupid. You're saying that just because you have your husband, you're like, okay, well, this man is useful, but the other men out there, no, they're useless. Like, oh my goodness. I know that your husband, he's the love of your life or whatever, which he deserves someone's better. But yeah, he's the love of your life and you want to support him. But why can't you support other men? Isn't that really hard?
I think so.
But that's what we're all saying. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable
Well, the
they
reason
are.
that women, I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have
I
to
thought you were going
start
to say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't-
was like, oh,
I just
I don't
told you
have to
guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
And it's
that.
and they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I
have
think we have to make a
because
difference,
women,
differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in
part
their,
of our,
in their
are part
own
of our group.
category.
yeah, but we're
Women
not
are
married to gay
independent.
men, okay?
Oh,
But
Some people are.
women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
Okay, what about the men that are bisexual? Have you ever thought about that? So yeah, that's the end of that video, and that is the most stupidest debate, or it's not even a debate, it's just an argument to say that men are useless. And I really hate that video, not because I'm offended or anything, it's just that their points are useless as much as they think that men are useless. I'm not trying to portray that women are useless, because if so, then I would be dead probably, because if I wasn't raised by my mother, then I would probably be dead, because I don't know what I would do without my mother, because if I just had a father figure, then who else is gonna like look after me, like when my father is gonna go out for work. I also hate the sigma males or alpha males like movement. I don't know if it's a movement, but I hate this like promotion that men are the better gender. And I really hate that, because I'm pretty sure that every gender out there is equal. I don't care if you're a queer or whatever you go by, they, them, he, him, she, her, or whatever, maybe an airplane. But like, no matter what gender you are, it doesn't matter, because you are considered equal, because you are the same species. Sure, we have different gender roles, but that doesn't mean that we're all useless. We're all useful in some way. So please, any woman or man, or maybe in between, that are listening to this, do not promote feminism or masculinity. Because if you're promoting one of those, then you're kind of empowering them to be the better gender. Because obviously no one is the better, like, you know, this or that, because we all are equal in our own ways. With that being said, this is the end of this video, and I will do my Q&A soon, but for now I'm just gonna like take my time polishing it. But yeah, this is the end of this video, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll go back to the graves to tell you more stories like this one that's very absurd. With that being said, goodbye.